Watch this video, then we'll talk.
Got a question here. I'm just eating my wrap in my car. But why do boys who want basic, not super extra women go for eccentric women who have big personalities, big styles like me, but they don't want that? They want them to be more toned down and like normal, which, you know, nothing wrong with that. But like, why do these boys go for women like moi and then want us to tone it down too, because they're embarrassed to go out with us like this? You know, like why do boys do that? Where do men do that? It confuzzles me. Like, if you can't handle the 10% of the time, you don't get the 90% of the time. You don't deserve the 90% of the time, which is my homelessness, which is my baggy clothes, and I don't give a fuck. But like, if you can't handle the 10%, you don't get the 90s.
Because he wants to conquer you. He wants that challenge of saying, I have transformed this beautiful, idiosyncratic, unique, vibrant creature, person, spirit into something moldable. I did that. Look at how powerful I am to have transformed her into whatever I wanted her to be. That's why. For the newbies, hi, my name is Shayna. I'm a journalist. I also talk a lot about decentering men, child-free living, all that jazz. So if any of that sounds like a vibe, please like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. I mean it. I'm looking at you. Oh, there's a loud man on a motorcycle. Just give him a second. All right, now that he rode off into the sunset, let's get to work. I'm going to start off this video by going with a quote from Trevor Noah's book, Born a Crime, Stories from a South African Childhood, right up here. Abel wanted a traditional marriage with a traditional wife. For a long time, I wondered why he even married a woman like my mom in the first place, as she was the opposite of that in every way. If he wanted a woman to bow to him, there were plenty of girls back in... So sorry, Trevor. You can send me an email with the correct pronunciation, my bad. Being raised solely for that purpose. The way my mother always explained it, the traditional man wants a woman to be subservient, but he never falls in love with subservient women. He's attracted to independent women. He's like an exotic bird collector, she says. He only wants a woman who is free because his dream is to put her in a cage. Think about this, and I'm going to keep this up right up here so that way it could just linger for the people who have not seen that quote before. But think about it like this. Within this image, people that collect exotic birds, people that kill tigers and elephants and rare species and just hang their skins and furs across their homes for people to see, it's a power move. It's a power move. It's a status symbol. It's a way of saying, I have done the impossible. Now, it is doing the impossible in a cheating way. Because no, they didn't fist fight that bear. No, they didn't arm wrestle the lion into submission. No, they went out into the wild, into nature with guns. And they hid. And they cheated. They cheated because they knew that if they went head to head with an elephant, they would lose. So what did they do? They did what they felt needed to be done to prove how big and strong and fast they are, and they killed. Now, this is not to say that people that fit into this story are necessarily out for your life. Not necessarily. What this is saying, though, is that it is based in something terrible that is also a power play. There's no freedom for the bird, but there is a status that the people who have collected the bird have, so that way they could show off this bird to the people that they actually want to impress. Within this case, within these traditional marriages, that's men showing off to other men. It's also kind of giving gay, but like that's because Like, they're not doing this for the for the like love of a woman. They're not doing this for the affection of a woman. They're not doing this for the care of a woman. No, they're doing this for the applause, for the pat on the backs, for the wow, you're so big and strong and powerful, bro. They're doing that for the adoration of men, which does not give heterosexual to me. Now, I'm breaking out the handy dandy notebook for some of this because I don't want to miss a beat that I have already written down. Men love knowing that they got something that no one else could get. Yes, unfortunately, that something in their minds is women. Generally, we are not considered as full people to them. No, we are considered things, objects to be collected, adornments, metals, shiny things like a car or expensive watch or snack, consumable and disposable. Men. Continuing on, even better, they could break a stubborn spirit and make it tame. That's patriarchy wise is a form of status. It's an accomplishment for them, not to just let something grow and be beautiful and shine and be vibrant and wild and free and creative. No, no, no. To break it and bend it to your will is where the power status is. So for those of you that have been here for a minute, I love bringing in natural analogies, right? You know that I love talking about animals and what we can learn from them within these kinds of conversations. So to me, it's a pretty A to B kind of like we're talking about this, we're talking, you know what I mean? When it comes to breaking horses and the romanticization of not just domesticating, but breaking horses in American history. Because while horses have been around long before European colonizers came, you know what? This article says it better than I can. El País, right here. Native Americans, science section, bada bing, right here. Native Americans adopt Spanish horses before colonization by other European powers. We're going to skip this, and we're going to start right here. The first time Native Americans saw a Spanish soldier riding his horse, they didn't understand what they were seeing. Why? Because the concept of riding on top of a horse, the embodiment of freedom, of wildness, of beauty, of majesty, of unbridled power and speed in the Americas. Why is a human sitting on top of this thing? In fact, it made so little sense to them. But when they encountered Hernan Cortez, they said that they looked like centaurs, half man, half horse. Thus, to them, it appeared as if the horse and the rider were a single entity, because the notion of sitting atop this creature that they know to be so free, it was not computing. We scroll down a little bit, and now let's start at the top. From the Lakota point of view, horses are in the same category as a person. Our experiences with them is different, Collins explains. As a member of the tribe and from her experience as a researcher, she offers a new way of looking at things. We don't use fences or corrals with horses. We present the animals as part of the clan. They are sacred. When I say all of the great evils of the world are interconnected, white supremacy and colonialism and patriarchy, you could see how one feeds into the cup of the other. The horses are free, are beautiful, they're reckless, they're messy, but they're majestic, and there's a reason why this changed so many of our lives growing up. This movie, Spirit, I know people, they might be me, but even outside of me, I know people that watch this movie and cry, even now in their 30s. Your freedom, your beauty, your unbridledness. Oh my God, I hate loud men outside. Oh my God, I think they're gone. Okay. All of those things that the patriarchy wants to snip and trim the edges of, they are sacred. They are sacred. All of those things that should not be tamed, put into a box, defined. for the sake of making a man want you? Oh, like the easiest thing to get in the world is a man. I could go outside and get a man today, and I barely speak Spanish, and I'm in a Spanish speaking part of the world. Please, ladies, people with uteruses, hear me, hear me. Don't let somebody try to make you digestible for their ego. Don't let somebody try to temper your spirit, your essence, the ongoing energy that is you, for the sake of a man getting other male validation. You want multiple boogas. To not even say to you, oh, wow, no, they're going to talk to your man. Let's say that this is you, this is the camera. They're not going to say, oh, wow, you look fantastic. No, they're going to look behind you to your boo and say, wow, you really did a good one with this one right here. This one right here, you did that? Wow. I remember what she was like. She was wild. She was free. She was all over the place. Couldn't pin her down. You couldn't pin her down. No, but you did that. You did that. Wow. Must be strong. Must be a man. Must smell musky. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna go and have a Wattpad romance right in front of you. Just booga on booga. I would like to say that I made my point with that one. If you feel like that I missed something, please type it in the comments. I would love to, if I have missed something, I'd love to expand the conversation. But for now, once again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that sexy stuff. And I'm going to talk to you guys later. All right, bye.